Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to build a custom REST resource plugin in a Drupal 11 from scratch. By the end of this video, you will know how to build a custom module that handles full CRUD operation with get, post, patch, and delete on article nodes using modern PHP 8 attributes. Let's jump right in. So for that, I already created this custom module. Its name is custom underscore article underscore rest. So first we will understand the folder structure. Our module custom underscore article underscore rest consists of three main files. First is .info.yml file. Next is the article RestResource.php file, which contains the plugin class, and the third file is YML file in a config/install folder. Now I will explain each files. So this is our .info.yml file, which is required to create any custom module. First attribute is name. Its name is custom article REST API. Its type is module. And notice here the core version requirements is 10 or 11. So it works on both Drupal 10 and 11 versions with the dependencies on Drupal REST and Drupal serialization modules. Also, to create the nodes, we will require the Drupal node as well. Next file is which is there in the src/plugin/rest/resource folder. So this is the main file where we have to return all our methods and the API endpoint details. So first line is the namespace. So namespace is like namespace we have mentioned Drupal path of the file where it is placed, and we have included these classes which are required to create our API endpoints. Next, here you can see we use the modern PHP 8 attributes #resource, and in the older Drupal versions we use the annotation with the @, but in PHP 8 and Drupal 11 we need to use this PHP 8 attributes to register our plugins with a Drupal. Here the canonical defines our URL pattern API/custom URL/ID for get, patch and delete methods. While to create any new node using APIs, this create defines as API/custom articles. So in this class, first method is to get the list of nodes. So its method is public function get, and we will pass the ID. If we want to get particular node, in that case we will pass node ID from the URL. Or if you want to fetch all nodes, in that case we will pass /all to list down the all node. And here is the query. So it will fetch the 20 nodes from our article content types. And here you can see we have thrown some exception as well. Bad request HTTP exception. If that node ID is not number, in that case we will return this error message. And if any particular node ID is not present, in that case we will return this not found HTTP exception. And finally we will return this data in the JSON format. Next method is post method. If you want to create any new node, in that case we will use this post method with this request. So we'll get the node data in this data array, and from the data array get those details and pass to this node create method in this format. Here we save that particular node, and in the response we return the response in this format article So there is one function, its name is format article. It will return the response in this format. It will return node ID, UID, title, body, status of that particular node, author, name, created, and the change date. So it's a good practice to maintain the consistent response. Next method is patch method. In patch method, if you want to update the node's title or the body section, so in that case we will pass the node ID and the updated data, and here you can see we are updating that node's body, and if there is a change in the title we are going to update the title, and finally we save this, and same way we returns this response. And the last method is the delete method. First we have added some exception, bad request. If that node ID is not integer, in that case show this error message. And other validation is if that particular node ID is not found, and that node ID is not associated with the article content type, in that case show this message, article with ID was not found. If everything is okay, then finally we delete this node. Another file is rest.resource.custom_article underscore rest underscore resource.yml file. So I created this file inside config/install folder. So in Drupal, plugins require a configuration entity to be activated. So by placing this file in config/install folder, the API endpoint is automatically enabled when the module is installed. So you don't need to enable these settings inside your web services REST section. So if you add this configuration file, it will automatically enable this particular endpoint here, and also enable the methods, accepted request formats, and the authentication which we have mentioned here in the config file. Now let's see the actual demo. So the first endpoint is API/custom_article/1 and $format equal to JSON, because here we have provided the two formats, XML and the JSON. So if you just have provided the JSON, in that case we don't need to pass this $format equal to JSON. But right now we have two formats, so we need to mention the format in the URL in the query parameter. And this is the endpoint which we have mentioned here in our module, API/custom_article and the ID of particular node. So this is going to be get method. I will click on the send button. It will fetch the detail of that particular node. So these are the details of node 1. If I want to fetch all nodes, I will add /all. It will fetch the all nodes which are there in the article content type. Here we have 5 nodes, and we get the list of 5 nodes here as well in our API. Next, I want to create the new node. For that, we have passed this $format equal to JSON in the query parameter and selected the method as post. In the authorization, we have set the basic auth. For that, I added the username and the password. So basic auth is not good for your production APIs. So for the demo purpose, I am showing the basic auth. In the body, I want to create this new node with this title, my new REST article, and the body, and status as a active. And I will click on this send button. So in the response, we got that particular node ID. Node ID 13 is created. Its body, title, and the status. So I will show you that node is created or not here as well. So this node is created. Here you can see. Now our next method is patch method. So I will select the patch. In the body, I have added this title as the updated article title. The body, updated article content. So that newly created node's ID was 13. So in the parameter, I will pass the node ID as a 13. In the authorization, I set the basic auth, headers, body. I click on the send button. Now it has updated that particular node's title and the body. Again come here and refresh. The title of that particular node is updated. The last method is the delete method. If I want to delete that node, I will just add node ID here and click on send. Here I need to pass that underscore format equal to JSON. That's why it is showing the error. Now you can see that the particular node is deleted successfully. So regarding the security and the permission, make sure that the create, delete and the update method are not given to the anonymous user. So here you can see I have unchecked this permission for the anonymous users. Only authenticated users can create, delete, update the nodes, and only anonymous user can get the list or the node details from the API. So that's it from this video. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below. Thank you for watching.